Governor Eric Greitens' legal team was back at work today, this time in Jefferson City before the House committee that's investigating him. This is the committee that could recommend impeachment, and our Casey Nolan is here with more. He tells us before that happens, the governor's team wants to publicly question his former mistress. This is just getting more interesting.
There are plenty of twists and turns in this story, that's for sure. Now the story shifts to Jeff City. This is the committee that is investigating the governor for a few things, including the allegations that were just dropped in his criminal case here in St. Louis. But in Jefferson City, at the state legislature, the burden of proof and the scope of the investigation are different when it comes to the governor's 2015 affair. That's when he's accused of taking a compromising photo of his former mistress. St. Louis prosecutors never found that photo, but lawmakers are looking at allegations beyond the photo. The woman, only identified at the state level as witness one, claims the governor coerced her into sex and slapped her. Governor Greitens has adamantly denied this, and today his attorneys said they essentially want to publicly cross-examine the woman.
If it is going to potentially affect an election, the public should see what happened. They should hear from the witnesses. They should hear directly from the witnesses. The public should be able to evaluate the credibility of witnesses.
Again, the governor is admitted to the affair back in 2015 before he was governor, but again denied the allegations surrounding it. The woman has not been identified in the criminal case. You'll remember she was only identified as KS, her initials. I actually heard from her attorney today. He was hoping that the charges being dropped in St. Louis would mean she could recover some of her anonymity if any is left.
Interesting. So speaking of the criminal case, the circuit attorney is talking about maybe refiling those charges. Any timeline? How would that happen? Well,
a lot of people are speculating. Our own legal analysts seem to think it is unlikely that she will actually do that. We do know, though, the timeline is she had 27 days from when the charges were dropped by the calendar and what days fall on the weekend and on the work week. June 11th. She has midnight, the end of the day, June 11th, to refile if she is going to before the statute of limitations run out on that charge.
And what about a special prosecutor? There was talk of that.
She'll have to find someone who wants to take the case, and I think that's why legal minds think that might be tough. Now that they've established they could not find the photo, it's going to be a hard time, they say, to find a prosecutor who wants to take that first charge. He still has a second felony charge pending as it pertains to the mission continues and his campaign's alleged use of that list. Yeah.
All right. Casey, thank you so much. Stay with 5 on your side for continuing coverage of Governor Greitens' investigation. We'll bring you any updates on air, online, and on the 5 on your side app.